time to get polygonal. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Virtua Fighter characters.
Try again in a few years.
For this list, we're pitting the best pound-for-pound characters the seminal fighting game series has to offer. These characters are measured by a combination of their history, personality, and fighting style. And just so you know, we're not ranking these fighters based on who you should pick in a fighting tournament, since everyone has their own preferred style.
It's like you're moving in slow motion.
Number 10, Go Hinogami. Making his debut in Virtua Fighter 4 is the shadowy assassin working for J6. More on them later. Using judo to crush his opponents into oblivion, his personality is dark and sadistic after the death of his father at the hands of a jealous associate. Brought up in a J6 facility and brutally trained, he uses his grappling techniques to get in close and finish the job. Once he has a hold, you'll quickly find yourself under his heel begging for mercy. Number 9, Aoi Umenaku Uji. Unique among fighting game characters, her introduction in Virtua Fighter 3 brought a surprisingly peaceful fighter to the mix. A student from Japan, she fights with Aiki Jiu-Jitsu, utilizing reversals to subdue her opponents. While she can go on the offensive using vicious strikes and crazy throws, being able to reverse nearly every move in the game brings a zen-like approach to her matches, provided you're good enough to predict your opponent's next move.
Knockout!
Her motivation for fighting is simply to test herself between her hobbies of Japanese paper fan dancing and ikebana instead of some sinister or selfish purpose. Number 8, Lau Chan. While most Virtua Fighter characters have styles based on real martial arts, it's Pai Chan's father, Lau, who invented one all of his own. A leading Chinese chef, he is a master of the legendary martial arts Koen Ken, Tiger Shallow Fist. Lau is a master of strikes and can dish out a flurry of punches and kicks that would devastate just about anyone. His circular attacks help round out his repertoire, ensuring no one can predict his next move. And those who can master his style will find a fighter who can knock out his opponent before the main course is even served. Number 7, Sarah Bryant. With kicks like that, don't get on her bad side. A college student from San Francisco, Jacky Bryant's sister is now targeted by J6 to become the next Durrell. They previously kidnapped and brainwashed her, but thankfully she's back to normal.
You'll never be a match for me.
She is currently the CEO of the Bryant conglomerate, proving that she's not just a pretty face. She's quite the catch, and for all you bachelors out there, she also loves to skydive. But with Jeet Kune Do, she can lay down a flurry of kicks in no time, so she won't have to rely on her brother for protection.
Don't worry about me, Jackie. I'm a big girl. I'll be just fine.
Number 6, Wolf Hockfield. Beware the throes of this giant. A professional wrestler from Canada, he started out as a First Nations woodsman and a hunter in the Canadian wilderness. He was soon discovered on a scouting trip by a professional wrestling promoter to the dismay of his future opponents, and the rest is arcade cabinet history.
I won't go easy on you.
Using devastating throws and grappling techniques, you better hope he doesn't get his hands on you. Wolf is a beast in the ring, dwarfing nearly all of his opponents. He may be an entertainer at heart, but he'll finish you off in no time.
You won't stay on your feet when you fight me.
Number 5, Shundi. Inspired by the legend of Drunken Master, Jackie Chan would be proud of this interpretation. An herbal doctor from China who uses drunken kung fu and is considered a sage among his peers, Shundi is definitely not the most straightforward of fighters, but he is pretty hilarious. The more he drinks, the more deadly combos become available to him. He's surprisingly agile for his age too, and can move through the ring in no time. He'll definitely be making you see double before the end of the match.
Excellent!
Number 4, Kagemaru. Kagemaru is the name given to members of the Hagakure clan who work in secret in the shadows of society. His birthright was to become the 10th generation Kagemaru. His father, the 9th generation Kagemaru, taught him the fearsome Hagakure Ryu Jiu-Jitsu fighting technique. Now he fights to avenge his father's murder at the hands of J6, who also took his mother and transformed her into Durrell. As a ninja, he moves quickly and can cripple his opponents with ease. Needless to say, he's a force to be reckoned with.
Kagemaru. Might.
Number 3, Jacky Bryant. A race car driver who uses Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do. Sarah's brother is often conky but effective in the ring. He has a wide variety of moves at his disposal, and his love of speed is evident in everything he does. He may be fast, but not fast enough to avoid a car crash in the Indianapolis 500 thanks to the tampering of J6.
Come on!
With J6 targeting his sister for experimentation, his anger towards the organization has put them in his sights. He's gunning for him now, and there will be hell to pay.
I got no time for you!
Number 2, Durrell. Durrell is Virtua Fighter's end boss and the result of an experimentation by J6. An android-like creature, the first model was based on Kagemaru's kidnapped mother. Her name was Tsukokage and she used to be Kunoichi. When the mysterious corporation J6, aka Judgment 6, noticed her exemplary fighting ability and resilient body, they captured her and used her as a prototype for the terrifying Durrell project. She now fights with a mix of all the other character styles, curating the best and most deadly moves in the game. When you face her, you know you're in for a world of hurt. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, Akira Yuki. The epitome of what makes a great fighter, he constantly strives to improve himself to become the ultimate martial artist. His motto is that none shall harm me and I shall harm no others. Maybe someone should tell him then that his Big Icham fighting style can devastate opponents in no time.
Knockout!
After completing his training under his grandfather's tutelage at the age of 23, who had developed the fighting style during the Second World War, Akira went on a quest to test his abilities. When he got to the first World Fighting Tournament, he decided to enter simply to test himself. Akira's passion for fighting extends to his desire to understand the true spirit of fighting, and that's what Virtua Fighter is all about, am I right?
The moment you seek only strength in martial arts and stop seeing your opponent as flesh and blood, you lose sight of the stars.
Do you agree with our list? Who's your favorite Virtua Fighter character? For more knockout top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I'm number 1.